6:52, time for the morning sprint.
NASA says the uncrewed Artemis 1 mission has a new launch date of Saturday after it was scrapped this week due to a crack in one of the engines. The 2-hour launch window opens at 2:17 p.m. Eastern Time. After the launch was scrubbed on Monday, the launch team spent the remainder of the day evaluating data.
Russian state news agencies reporting the last leader of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev, has passed away. Gorbachev sparked a revolution, helping bring down the Berlin Wall and dissolve the Soviet Union after almost 70 years as a socialist state. He also found common ground with then-President Ronald Reagan, signing the INF Nuclear Reduction Treaty in 1987. Gorbachev also won many awards, including the Nobel Prize for Peace. Mikhail Gorbachev dead this morning at the age of 91.
A second person has been arrested in connection with the deadly shooting near Warner Park earlier this summer. Police say they arrested a 22-year-old woman Monday on Moraine View Drive. She faces charges of party to a crime of homicide and obstructing. The victim was an 18-year-old from Milwaukee. He was found dead inside a stolen car along North Sherman Avenue.
4 people, including 2 kids, hurt in a crash east of Beaver Dam. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says it happened at 4:25 p.m. yesterday at the intersection of County Highway A and Olinger Road. A man was stopped in the northbound lane to turn left onto Olinger when a woman in a Toyota rear-ended him. An 11-year-old child in her car was flown to UW Hospital in Madison, and a 14-year-old was rushed to the hospital by ambulance.
Rembert Weakland's funeral was held yesterday, but many think the former archbishop didn't deserve the celebration. Weakland knowingly reassigned priests who had allegedly sexually abused minors. The archdiocese released a statement saying the funeral is not a glorification of Weakland's life, but rather an act of mercy for the dead.
A 61-year-old motorcyclist from Cambridge died in a crash on the on-ramp from I-3990 to the Beltline yesterday afternoon. In a news release from the DOT, the rider failed to negotiate the turn onto the ramp and was ejected. His name is not being released pending notification of the family.
A crisis is unfolding in Jackson, Mississippi this morning over low water pressure. It's forcing schools to go remote and raising concerns that firefighters won't even be able to put out fires. Recent flooding worsened the problem at a water treatment plant, creating a crisis for 180,000 people. A new pump is being brought in today to increase the water pressure, but officials can't say how long the issue is going to last. Mississippi's capital has also been under a boil advisory now for a month.
25 years ago today, in the early morning hours of August 31st, 1997, Princess Diana died in a Paris car crash. She was being chased by the paparazzi. Shock quickly gave way to an outpouring of grief still felt today. In 2008, a jury decided Princess Diana and her boyfriend, Dodi Fayed, were unlawfully killed by a combination of the driver of the chauffeur, Henri Paul, and the posse of paparazzi pursuing them.
A North Dakota man convicted of shooting 2 police officers in Wisconsin almost 2 years ago will likely spend the rest of his life in prison. A judge in Waukesha County added another 80 years to the 50-year sentence Nathaniel Benton is already serving for trying to kill an inmate in jail with a sharpened toothbrush.
Justice Department employees now barred from partaking in any political activities. Attorney General Merrick Garland issued a memo announcing those new restrictions. He admits the DOJ previously allowed non-career appointees to attend partisan political events if they had approval, but no more.
Here's the latest James Webb Telescope discovery. Take a look. The photo showcases the Phantom Galaxy, a spiral of solar systems 32 million light years away from Earth. The images were created using data from both the Hubble and the Webb telescope.
Temperatures top out into the lower 80s for your highs later on this afternoon. We're going to keep that sunshine around with us pretty much all day. Soak that up and enjoy it. Overnight tonight, we clear things down into the upper 50s, low 60s as well. We're going to see more sunshine the rest of the week, but a chance for some thunderstorms at night on Friday.
Okay, Chris Reese, we'll keep an eye on that Friday, but otherwise a beautiful stretch there.
Yes, it is.
All right, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Stick around, folks. Another news update coming up in about half an hour.